Tonight in London, the Green Party is holding a fundraiser to raise some money for its local election campaigns. The party is at Heaven, the quite famous gay or queer club, whichever one of those terms you want to use. So I decided to come along and see what it's like, see what kind of people are there, how they feel about the Green Party, whether they're just there for a good time or whether they intend to vote for the Green Party, and what they generally think about politics. So I'm hoping to go in and talk to some people and just see if it's quite a good time. So hopefully I will have some footage and hopefully some interviews, but it depends on whether people are willing to speak to me or not, because that is a problem that I've run into. People will have to be a bit less willing to talk to me, so hopefully I won't encounter any of that, and hopefully I'll just have a good time tonight. I'm going to begin with a couple of disclaimers. First, there'll be a lot of flashing and strobe lighting in this video, so if that is a problem for you, you'll want to click off this video. Second, the video quality is pretty poor because I was only using my phone and it's a dark environment, so sorry about that. Also, of course, the audio is not perfect either, so I'm sorry if it hurts your eardrums at all. My voice is also pretty rough because I've had a cold, so I'm sorry about sounding like I've got gravel stuck in my throat. That's just how it is, unfortunately. Anyway, on to talking about the actual experience in the club. So we turned up right at the start to make sure that we didn't miss Polanski in case he was there at the beginning, but he wasn't. We had to wait a couple of hours until his appearance. I don't say that as a critique in any way. It's kind of obvious that he would probably turn up a bit later, but we just wanted to be there early just in case, because it would be super annoying if you were to miss the main event, right? The club was a bit late to open, so we waited outside with other early arrivals for about 10 minutes after the time that it was supposed to open, and we felt a bit silly for having turned up so early because it was only 5 PM. It was incredibly early to be turning up at a nightclub, really. So we're about an hour in. It's quite loud in here, obviously, because it's a nightclub, so I found a quiet corner just to speak for a moment. So far the attendance hasn't been that high, but that's not surprising because it started at about 5 PM, although I kind of turned up expecting there to be a lot of people here. We talked to a couple of people from the Green Party who had a stall to encourage people to canvass with Zack Polanski on the 31st of January, where they'll be in Lewisham, hopefully winning some elections. So if anybody wants to go canvass with Zack Polanski, meet Zack Polanski, he's going to be in Lewisham on the 31st of January. I'm sure there's more details on the Green Party website. Those members of the party or volunteers, I'm not sure exactly which, I assume they would be both, but they told me that they reckoned that Zack Polanski would also be here tonight doing a DJ set rather than just a speech, which is exactly what I've hoped for. I really want to see if he's a good DJ, because that's just a pretty unusual thing for a party leader to be doing. Maybe he's really good at it, I don't know, maybe he's pretty terrible, but I can't imagine Kemi Badenoch or Nigel Farage or any of the others doing this, except maybe Ed Davey perhaps. But yeah, I'll have updates later on whether Zack Polanski is a good DJ, hopefully. If not, it's going to be a big letdown if he just gives a speech, to be honest. The dress code was to wear something green, but most people didn't actually stick to that, although some people did wear some neon green, which obviously showed up really well, looked quite good in the club environment. It's exactly the perfect kind of environment to bring out your neon gear. I received some comments on my clips on X saying that the crowd wasn't very diverse, and while it's true that the crowd was overwhelmingly white, it was very diverse in age. There were a lot of people who I would guess were in their 60s, and all the way down to young adults, the whole range of adult ages there, essentially. And of course there were a lot of LGBTQ people because this was in a gay club. The general vibe was quite like any other club night, except probably a bit tamer, if anything. I think that's probably because it was so early in the evening. There was a really good atmosphere and everyone was really friendly and positive. I was very interested in coming because it's a pretty novel idea for a fundraiser for a political party, although the Greens might have taken a leaf out of New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani's book for this, as he did something similar in March last year to raise money for his mayoral campaign. I thought this was a smart way to get a segment of the Green Party's voters to donate to the party, while consolidating the Greens' image as the progressive and fun party, basically to make it the party that young people would want to say that they're voting for.
I came here tonight because I think it's important in the digital age to be connected to people in your politics and be in person. So instead of doom scrolling on the internet, I thought I'd hang out with some cool people.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm a district councillor, and one of the reasons I joined the Green Party is because we are literally one, we are a community, we care about the people, we're not career politicians, and that's why I came down today, because literally just come and have a look. We are all here to celebrate actual change and actual hope for the future.
I chose here to be today because I think that having hope is really, really important, and there's so much division in the UK right now, and I just really want to give support to a party that is about unifying people.
Obviously, the big event was Zack Polanski's appearance. I was really disappointed that he didn't DJ and he did a speech instead. The speech was fine, people really enjoyed it, but it just isn't the same as seeing a party leader doing a DJ set. I'll include a few of the highlights of his speech as clips here. I won't give the whole thing, it was about 6 or 7 minutes long, but this will give you an idea of the content and how the crowd received him.
To take on power and wealth? Are we ready to get our country back? Are we ready to make hope normal again? Make some noise! There is always wealth for multimillionaires and billionaires. They have taken our power, our wealth, and our democracy. And friends, we are here to take it back. I want it with me at all times. I want to be at all times. Working here. LGBT nightclub. And let's be clear, trans rights are human rights. And finally, we know that refugees are welcome here. Social, racial, economic justice too. That's how we're going to change London, it's how we're going to change the country, and together through community, it's how we'll change the world. Thank you, Hannah!
So we just left the Green Party. It's only about 10 p.m. Just a lot of people were leaving, including a lot of the dancers, DJs who'd been on stage, so it was obvious that Zack Polanski wasn't coming back because he'd just been on, and then a lot of people were leaving afterwards because obviously everyone is there to see Zack Polanski. I apologise for my voice as well, it's pretty wrecked because I've obviously had to yell in somebody's ear so they can hear me during the night in the nightclub, and I already had a bit of a cold, well, quite a bad cold actually, so please bear with me for the quality of my voice during this. I had a good evening. It was especially interesting as Zack Polanski came on. He gave all of his usual messages about hope, how refugees are not the problem, the small boats are not the problem, it's rich people that are the problem. And he talked a little bit about trans rights, which seemed quite in keeping with the venue, considering that it's a gay club, queer club, whatever you want to call it. Those terms obviously a bit contested. But he apparently used to work there as well, which I didn't know, so he's obviously very welcome in that kind of venue. They loved him, the fans were very, very happy to see him, but everyone started to leave afterwards, so everyone was there to see him, really. A lot of people obviously wanted to get close to him, and he seemed like he genuinely wanted to talk to his fans, but he actually didn't stay around for that long. Overall, I had a good evening.